Here's the intro. Antz Extreme Racing is a game that actually exists 4 years after the film came out. The game was released on PS2, Xbox, PC, and Game Boy Advance. I'm not sure who exactly was asking for an Antz racing game in 2002 when the movie came out in 1998, but I suppose it's better than releasing a cartoon about 8 years after the movie came out. Good old classic Antz music, you know. Alright, so we'll start a new game with, I have a confession to make. I've never actually seen the entirety of the movie Antz. I've seen parts of it, but not enough to remember the characters' names. So forgive me if I forget the characters' names. But if I was paying attention, I would have noticed that their names are down here. Now let's just see what kind of racing game this is. Oh, it's on foot. I mean, okay, sure. I mean, we also have Sonic R and Rayman Arena, or Rayman M, and Rayman Rush. But, you know, I do have to say, though, the controls feel a little bit weird in a way. Probably something I can't really describe very well. But we'll just see how they work in an official okay, I guess it's not completely on foot. Also, why are bugs riding other bugs? I mean, I get that they're a lot bigger than the ants, but they're still bugs. You don't really see humans riding other humans under normal circumstances. I do kind of like this setup, though, where it's tiny ants just racing around in places that we normally see as just normal-looking places. To them, it's huge. I don't know, something about the small world has always been fascinating to me. It's kind of a fetish. I don't really have that much to say about this game. I mean, it's just a weird little game based on a movie from a few years before it. The graphics are fine, but the sound effects are a bit weird, and I find it a little strange that none of the characters really talk. Maybe they just didn't have the big enough budget for this to even get some cheap knockoff voices. I will say, though, the variety of ways you can actually race in this game is actually pretty big. In addition to foot racing and kind of kart racing, you've also got board racing, you got whatever this is that's kind of the same as kart racing, and you got flying, which is, you know, that's pretty interesting. That's just a lot for a little weird, randomly released game. While you have a big variety of ways you can race in this game, the same can't really be said that much about the levels. I mean, I wasn't expecting, you know, lava-filled castles or haunted houses, but I was expecting a little bit more than just grass and dirt. I mean, yeah, ants are mostly around there, but they also go in the houses, uninvited. The game is alright overall. Fans of Antz and fans of racing games can both just kind of enjoy this for a little while, but it's not like an hours of fun type of game. So what's the GBA version like? Well, unlike the console version where there's a variety of ways to race, in this one it's just your typical kart racer. Your typical GBA kart racer. Which is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I can see some people enjoying this game. It controls fine enough. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's kind of a little inoffensive game. One thing I definitely like about this version over the console version is the fact that the levels actually have more than just dirt and plants. Like, it looks like there's a lot more locations that were in the movie and some that weren't, and it's just got a lot of variety to it. I guess you could say that this being a typical GBA kart racer is the trade-off. The only real negative I have about this game is the fact that it can be a little too slidey and a little too bumpy. Like, you can bump into too many things and it can really set you back. So overall, and at the end of the day, and whatever else I say, this is fine. It's nowhere near perfect, but it's a fine game. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I know in the previous video of mine like this, I said that it was the apocalypse and I was going to stop reviewing, but that's going to be a little bit longer now, because I decided to change things up. As you can see with this video, considering I didn't do a bunch of random other types of games. If you didn't see that video, none of this is going to make sense. So watch the other videos if you want to. Like and subscribe. You can subscribe for the rest of the types of videos I release. And I better go ahead and end this soon. So thanks for watching.